9th of March 2020, I started a new job. Well, this is my story with God. On Sunday, 4th of February, God used a scripture to give me direction for my next career move. That morning, I was going through my Bible reading, my 365-day Bible reading plan. And the reading plan took me to the well-known story of Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles chapter 20, and how he faced 3 enemy kings who wanted to destroy Judah. During that difficult situation, scriptures tell us that Jehoshaphat and everyone in Judah resorted to fasting and prayer. As they sought God, the Spirit of God came upon Jehaziel, a Levite, who told the people, "Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged by the mighty army, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Tomorrow, march out and face the enemy. Take your position and stand still and watch God fight for you." Well, when I read the scriptures that morning, I felt extra excited. Faith rose up in me that God was up to something. From the word, I believed in my heart that God was going to help me the coming week. Honestly, I thought it was just an encouraging story to meet the day-to-day challenges for that week. But little did I know that God was going to lead me to a new job. Interestingly, a job recruiter had reached out to me a few days early on 31st of January via LinkedIn. The job description he shared with me was, in my opinion, a perfect fit. I was excited about the opportunity, but I didn't know how or when the next steps would take place. And on 4th February, that Sunday evening, I told my family during our family devotion about King Jehoshaphat. I said if God was going to fight for us, we don't need to help God. We just needed to believe and obey. Monday, 5th of February, at 10 o'clock in the morning, my phone rang. The recruiter called me to say, "Hey Ivan, I've arranged an interview with you with the hiring manager on Wednesday, just for 30 minutes. Can you make it?" I stopped in my tracks. I knew in my heart that God was indeed fighting for me and organizing the situation. I did not attempt to reach the recruiter or push him for an interview. So yes, I responded. And I told myself, just fold my arms and watch God fight for me. Wednesday, 7th of February, 2 o'clock. I went for my 30-minute telephone interview. The hiring manager was a very pleasant lady, and she asked me a few pointed questions about what I thought about the role. My answers were very direct, and I could hear her quietly acknowledge as she documented my answers. And at the end of the 30 minutes chat, I was ecstatic, and she told me that she wanted to progress the discussion further and wanted me to meet her management team. The recruiter later told me the hiring manager screened 8 earlier applicants, but none of them fit. So Thursday, 8th of February, I was leaving the house early in the morning, and I received an excited WhatsApp message. And then my recruiter said, "Hey Ivan, I got a message from the hiring manager at 1 o'clock a.m. last night, and she wants you to be interviewed by 4 of her team members at 11 o'clock today. Face to face, can you make it?" I quickly responded yes. I said, wow, I thought this was moving fast. 11 o'clock, I walked in to meet the company. After 2 hours of straight interviews, I watched and I saw the situation unfold. The managing director gave me a verbal offer at the end of the interview. I was totally astounded that God had organized for me 5 interviews in a short span of 23 hours. So on Friday, 9th of February, 8 o'clock in the morning, the hiring manager arranged for final discussions regarding the offer after receiving good feedback from the team. Monday, 11th February, 2 p.m., I signed the offer letter exactly 3 working days from the very first interview on 7th February. In my opinion, it's not normal to be interviewed by 5 people, negotiate, sign an offer within 3 business days. The number 3 was very significant because, as a friend of mine later commented, that King Jehoshaphat took 3 days to collect the spoils of war, and God provided me a job during the COVID-19 pandemic. I have since crossed my first year anniversary with my new company. God can provide for all of us in a difficult season. The lesson is that we are sustained when we keep our eyes on Jesus and His Word.
God will